Hello everyone, I am Chalini Singh, Assistant Professor in Department of Commerce at GEMS Engineering Management Technical Campus, Greater Noida. In today's lecture series of computerized accounting software, I'll show you the screenshots of all the configuration features which I discussed in my last class. So this is the 9th lecture of Unit 2, and here I am showing you the screen view of computerized accounting software in configuration features. So all the features which I discussed in the last class, I'll show you the screenshots, what all fields were needed and were asked to be taken care of while entering our transactions in Tally. In the last class I showed you the screen view of configuration screen, and today in this we have second one was numeric symbol style. So as I discussed that configuration of numeric symbols, what type of numeric symbols you will be choosing for. So symbols to use for positive numbers, as I discussed, if you want to add plus sign in prefix or in suffix, then you can choose it as plus. If you want to choose it in suffix, then you can choose it, otherwise you can keep it as default. Then we have symbols to use for negative numbers. If your item is in negative, if your item is showing a negative balance, or if your value is showing negative, you have negative cash in your account, then negative sign can be added in prefix and suffix can be kept as blank. By default we keep it as blank. We don't need to choose any option. By default it is selected as in prefix as minus, and in suffix it is kept as default as blank. Then symbols to use for debit amount, that is, if you want to keep it in prefix, generally it is blank in prefix, and in suffix it is dr. It shows at the last of the transaction dr. Similarly with the credit, symbol to use for credit account, it is also in the this is also displayed in the suffix only, not in the prefix. The prefix is by default kept as blank. Then we have our accounts and inventory configuration. So number one was master configuration, where I told you that what should be the alias name. Then if you want to keep the alias name along with the name, then you can keep it as yes. Then we have language, which we generally choose as no. Then we have accounts information. In accounts information, we provide advanced information in masters, yes. Provide address of for ledger accounts, that is also yes. Provide contact details, no. Add notes for ledger accounts, no. Add description for ledger accounts, no. In inventory we maintain allow advanced entries in masters, that is yes. Provide part numbers for stock items, yes. Add descriptions for stock items, that is also kept as yes. Add remarks for stock items, yes. Use alternate units for stock items, that is also yes. Enable standard rates of stock items, yes. Then we have specify default ledger allocation for invoicing, yes. Enable the component list details, yes. We have provided address for godowns, generally no. Then we have our voucher entry configuration. In voucher entry configuration also we have accounts and inventory. Skip the data field during creation of faster entry, yes. We generally skip it as yes. Then use single entry mode, we generally choose a single entry mode, yes. Use payment or receipt as contra voucher, no. Use credit debit instead of to and buy during entry, it's no. Enable the check printing for contra vouchers. If you want to print it, you can keep it yes, but generally no. Warn or negative cash balance, this is kept as yes. Purchase pre-allocate the bills for payment or receipt. Journal voucher, that is no. Allow cash accounts in journal vouchers, no. Allow expenses or fixed assets in purchase vouchers, that is no. Then allow income accounts in sales, no. Show inventory details, yes. Show cash cost center or employee details, yes. Show table of bills for selection, yes. Show final balances of bill, yes. Show bill wise details, yes. Expand into multiple lines, yes. Show current balance of ledgers, yes. Show balances as on voucher date is no. Show for forex gain or loss on voucher date, no. Then inventory, we have to provide reference number in stock journals, we keep as no. Then show compound unit of items based on rate, no. Show full details of compound unit, it's kept as no. Warn on negative stock balance, it's yes. Show balances as on voucher date, no. Show go down wise details, yes. Show batch wise details, yes. Then we have payroll, allow cost center allocations in payroll or vouchers, no. Allow modification of tax details for VAT, no. Then we have our invoice, delivery note and order configuration. We have journal, inventory and statutory. Enable the supplementary details, yes. Allow separate buyers and consignee names, no. Allow modification of all the fields during entry, no. Allow ledgers grouped under provisions, no. Use common ledger accounts for less for item allocation, yes. Use default for bill use default for bill allocations, yes. Provide additional description for stock items, no. Provide additional descriptions for ledger names, no. Consolidate the stock items with same rates, no. Show compound unit of items based on rate, no. Show full details, no. Show turnover achieved with customers, no. In employee options, we provide export showing details, no. Then provide marks and numbers or container numbers, no. Provide number and kind of packages, no. In inventory, warn on negative balance, yes. Then we have warn on duplicate order numbers. Mm, Generally, we keep it as yes so that there is no duplicacy. Then provide complete accounting allocation in order or delivery note, it's kept as yes. Then statutory, calculate tax on current subtotals, no. Then auto modification of tax details for VAT. Generally, if you want for the taxation purpose, if you want to get the information and you keep both the fields as yes. Then we have payroll configuration where we take the informations about the employees, add notes for employees, then we keep it as no. Show statutory details if you want for the purpose of taxation, then we keep it a yes. Passport visa details, no. Contact details, no. Resigned and retired employees, no. Employee display name, it's no. Then in banking configuration, if you want information related to bank maintenance, then show all unreconciled transactions of BRS till date, yes. Remove bank data on altering reconciled vouchers. Once the vouchers are reconciled, then we remove the bank data. Then location of new bank statements, we need to show the location where it rests in. Imported, as I discussed, we need to show the locations for different fields if it is asked the location. If you want to, if we it asks you to export the data, we keep it a yes. Then configuration, which is further continued, if you want to print, then print date and time of the report. If you want to print the day along with the date, then you keep it yes. Print date and time of voucher printing, depends. Print country and state print code with address, it's not needed. Stop printing vertical lines or borders, it is also not needed. Page margin on top in inches, you need to define the number, the length of the margin. Then print using grayscale on black and white printers. Generally we keep the black and white. Setting for quick dot matrix format, split log names into multiple lines. We keep it as no, split log amounts numbers into multiple lines. Then print party name and address from the left margin in invoice. If you need it, you keep it as yes. So these were the configuration screen views which I discussed in details. So thank you so much.